Yo, what's club? I'm on Yu-Gi-Oh! Master. I'm going to be showing you some replays today. This is going to be the last Yu-Gi-Oh! World Championship 2025 video. Because yeah, these are the replays I had saved. It's the last replays for this event. And yeah, it was a very fun event. I didn't play it as much as I could have played it more, to be honest, but I just didn't feel like it. But I got a lot of gems from it, so I'm happy. So here I used Duel, and that stopped this Sea Serpent deck, whatever. My opponent discarded that. I think this is the duel that had me laughing so much because my opponent just had activated all of these effects and didn't read a certain card, which a lot of people don't read this Blue Eyes card much, and that is Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. So it's so funny. So I got wishes with Bingo. I used wishes, I discarded Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. My opponent activated some graveyard effect to draw a card, I guess. Yep. Then I got wishes, I got Raw and Maiden. And then I used Maiden to get True Light from my deck to the field. Then my opponent did something with this Link. Okay, got that card, sure. But yeah, this duel, oh my god, it's so funny. So my opponent activated that graveyard effect to destroy True Light, and I'm thinking you probably should have just waited. I don't know if it's something like, oh, if this card is sent to the graveyard, okay, so that's why my opponent did it there. So that's fine. My opponent destroyed True Light. I'm like, that's cool. So then I activated Raw to summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from my deck. So I summoned Maiden. I'm like, I don't need True Light, man. I was just laughing like Kaiba. I'm just like, I don't need True Light. You think I need True Light? I don't care about True Light right now. I have everything I need in my hand and on the field and in my graveyard. So I summoned Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon. And then I used Kaiser to send Abyss, just so I can get more attack. So I summoned Dragon Master Magia. And then I used Abyss's effect to make my monsters gain 1000 attack. And then I summoned Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. My opponent activated some graveyard effect to send a card. It's like, okay, I negated it with Magia. And then, yeah, it was all good. So that got negated. And then I summoned Jet Dragon. And then my opponent tried targeting Dragon Master Magia. Target one face-up card your opponent controls. Destroy that target. Forgetting Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is there, protecting my cards from getting destroyed. Let's pretend I didn't use Abyss's effect and my opponent was smart enough to destroy Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Yeah, okay, so Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, 5, 6, 7, no, it's like, did I use the effect to negate already? No, I didn't. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, yeah, okay. Well, I guess I still would have won, actually. No, I still would have won. So if my opponent destroyed Jet Dragon, yeah, I still would have won. So, but let's say somehow my opponent destroyed Dragon Master Magia. I can just summon a Blue Eyes monster from my graveyard, or even a Blue Eyes monster from my extra deck. So, yeah. So I just found it funny that my opponent just didn't read Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. Targeted Dragon Master Magia. I was laughing like crazy because I think I was going to rank up here as well, so I was just feeling good about this duel. And yeah, just my opponents just never read Blue Eyes Jet Dragon. I still see my opponents using Harpy's Feather Duster and all that just to destroy my spells and traps while Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is on the field, and Blue Eyes Jet Dragon is like and oh my god, I think it's going to be like 6 replays in this video. That's pretty cool. There's something I want to talk about, but I'll do it in the next video. The next video will be a different deck, not Blue Eyes, which is pretty crazy. Alright, because I always use Blue Eyes, but I started to miss this other deck, so yeah, I gotta say deck properly or else it sounds like dick. And I want to say I missed my... I'm not going to finish that. I'm not going to finish that. Oh my god, how can I miss what I see every day? So, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Link, Spirit, you know how it is. Blue Eyes White Dragon, and Maiden. Oh, and then my opponent used fucking Bystial Pizza Hut. So that was annoying. And then did that. I'm like, well, fuck you. I'm not letting you get a dragon. Fuck you. So I used Drill Beam and banished Pizza Hut. Then I summoned Neo Kaiser Seahorse. I'm like, I have to do this in a different way now. It's going to be a little bit different, but I think I can cook for real. No cap. Is kids still saying that? God, I hate that. Please tell me they're not saying that anymore. That would be music to my ears. So I got Sage just so I can discard a card with Wishes. Then my opponent used Ash Blossom. So now I can't summon Dragon Master Magia. So I used Wishes. I was meant to get Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, not Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So it was a little misplay, unfortunately. So I sent Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Actually, no, it wasn't a little misplay. Never mind. I was smart. I said I will summon Dragon Master Magia during my opponent's turn. I got confused with another duel. Never mind. What a smart motherfucker. I'm dumb as shit. I'm just kidding around, but that was a clean move. So I used Ultimate Fusion, and I guess my opponent just didn't like that. What a tech. I love Neo Kaiser Seahorse. Unfortunately, you can't search for it. Can Kyberman search for Neo Kaiser Seahorse? Let me see. Kyberman Legend of Justice. Legend of Justice Kyberman. Banish this card, add one Blue Eyes monster from your deck to your hand. Nah, Blue Eyes monster, okay. Not a monster that mentions Blue Eyes. Just Blue Eyes monster. Okay. Still fine. Yeah, we still can't search for Neo Kaiser Seahorse. But you know, we'll get more Blue Eyes cards eventually. I mean, we are now because of Kyberman and pretty much Lightstorm Dragon. But yeah, we'll still get support slowly. Dark Magician needs more support. Good God. Good God. If it's just those 4 new cards, which feels like 3 new cards because I'm not going to be counting that Timaisu card. No, I'm not counting that. So it's like Dark Magician is only getting 3 new cards. And it's like, look, I love the trap, but it's just, that's just there to protect your Dark Magician plays from not getting interrupted. Which is still fine, that's good. But Dark Magician of Destruction and Gaze of Timaeus, they're going to be like the 2 new cards that are going to pretty much help your Dark Magician, just make your Dark Magician gameplay stronger, to summon Dragoon easily. You know, Dark Magician of Destruction is easy to summon, and it'll just help you find Dark Magician cards, which, don't get me wrong, is nice, but it's like Dark Magician only has like 2 new cards, which will help it a lot. Trap is great, I love the trap. I'm just saying it needs cards more like Maiden of White, Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragons. Well, I guess we sort of have a card like that, Magician Souls, but it just needs something a bit more like a Link, something extra. Because that Timaeus fusion, good God. The new fusion spell is good. Dark Magician of Destruction is good, but it needs something a bit more. While I love the trap, it just needs something you're going to be using in your plays as well. That's what I mean. So the trap is there to protect you, and that's it. It's not like it's going to be extending your combos. Well, I mean, I guess it technically will not. Yeah, your combos won't get interrupted. But you know what I mean? Just, you know, with Blue Eyes, you got Maiden, you got that gets True Light, and it helps you get Wishes, which gets you another Light Tuna, and it does all these things. With Dark Magician, you're pretty much going to be doing the same thing, except you can easily summon Dark Magician of Destruction, which will help you find a Dark Magician card. Great. You'll get the Gaze of Timaeus, which will help you summon Dragoon. Cool. But Dragoon isn't going to cut it much. It needs something mixed with it, kind of like with Blue Eyes, because if the Blue Eye Structure deck, the new cards are great. Without Crimson Dragon and, you know, Stifler Dragon, Cosmic Laser Dragon, yeah, the deck wouldn't be, and Dragon Master Magia, the deck wouldn't be as strong. It will still be good, but you'll just rely on what? Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon, 1 negate, that's it. So Dark Magician might be good mixed with something else, just like how Blue Eyes is really good mixed with the other Synchro Dragons. Maybe there's something Dark Magician needs to be mixed with. Maybe it could be Primite, because Dragoon is a good card, but you definitely need something with Dragoon next to it. Because, yeah, just Dragoon by itself, kind of like Blue Eyes Ultimate Spirit Dragon by itself, ain't gonna cut it. So, yeah, hopefully people will invent stuff, and yeah, hopefully Primite with Dragoon is good. Like, we'll get the new Primite cards, we'll get the new Dark Magician cards. Shining Sarcophagus cards work really well with the new Dark Magician cards. Even just Shining Sarcophagus, Dark Magician Girl with, yeah, the Shining Sarc spell card. Like, even those 3 cards you can mix in your Dark Magician deck, and they're really great. Dark Magician card is okay, but the Dark Magician Girl card is really good. And the Shining Sarcophagus spell. So my opponent used Infinite Permanence. I'm just going to negate that. So I couldn't summon Dragon Master Magia until I got confused here. I was actually scared because I'm like, what happened? I didn't realize my opponent activated this during like the standby phase. That's why I was like, why can't I activate Ultimate Fusion? I thought it was the main phase. But then I saw main phase and I was like, oh, now I can summon Dragon Master Magia. So I did. I was like, what? I got confused. So I eventually summoned Dragon Master Magia. And then my opponent left. I guess my opponent just didn't draw a good card or something. I don't know. But I have like all these negates on the field. Alright, this duel I'm going first, but then the next duel will be I'm going second. Yeah, just there was a lot of duels where I went first, so I'm just going to take advantage and go first, you know, because I love going first. Especially using Blue Eyes. This is what I love about Neo Kaiser Seahorse. It really helps with the new Forbidden and Limited list we got, where you can only run 2 copies of Maiden and Sage. So it just helps you get Maiden from your deck to the field. So these didn't get interrupted, which is nice. So I sent Maiden, I got Mausoleum. By the way, when we get Kyberman, I'm going to revisit a lot of Blue Eyes monsters like Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, Blue Eyes Shining Dragon, even just summon Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, because those cards will be searchable now with Kyberman. So you can't search, like Melody is it's an alright card, it's a bit outdated, but the great tech is that you can search for Kyberman. You know, wishes. You can get wishes, search for Kyberman, then use Kyberman to basically get you, yeah, Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon, Blue Eyes Alternative, something you need, you know. So that's really nice. Now you have to run 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon, I know, but it's going to be very rare for you to get 3 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon. You might not even have to run Abyss anymore. You can just run Kyberman, which will get you Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. So yeah, at least you'll be sort of trading Abyss Dragon with another Blue Eyes White Dragon. Maybe even replacing Master Pfizer Blue to just use Kyberman. We'll see, we'll see. We're going to practice with Kyberman again before it releases in Master Duel. I don't know when it will, but I'm pretty sure that set, it's in the new set coming out. I think it's Duelist Advance, or could be getting confused with something else. But we could see it in Master Duel in August or something, July or August, maybe September, around that sort of period. I don't know when we're going to get the new Dark Edition cards, though. I really want those cards in Master Duel because I want to get to Master Rank with Dark Edition. But I want to use Dark Edition and feel comfortable with the deck. So it does help the deck a lot, but it still needs more. Still needs more. What duel was this? Oh yeah, White Forest. Get out of here. So I was just like, I'm just going to summon a bunch of monsters like Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, You just summon a bunch of monsters in one turn. Yeah, so that's against the rules, isn't it? Screw the rules. I have money, green hair, all that stuff. I'm like, this guy's using a meta deck. I don't give a fuck. I'm going crazy. I'm like Freddie Mercury. I'm going crazy. And I banished that monster just in case something triggered saying if a card is destroyed, blah, 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 you know? Didn't want to risk anything. Just banish it, get out of here, attack directly. GG. Matt.